Welcome back to Moto Guzzi, and we're going to be continuing with the seat and the fuel tank. Find out what solutions I have for all this stuff. So, thanks for tuning in again. I do appreciate it, and as I said in the last episode, this in itself is quite a major project all on its own. Yes, the seat mount frame thing. I've been trying to come up with a solution which doesn't involve welding, because as you may well know, I'm not very good at that. I do still have the equipment here, I'm just not prone to using it. We're also going to be gently removing that tab from the back of the fuel tank there, because we don't need it, and that's going to involve some precision grinding, which again, I'm not very good at, but got to give it a go. All messy stuff involving lots of sparks, so stay tuned. Anyway, I've had a better idea for all this. It's a bit of a eureka moment. Not in the bath, though. To be totally precise, it was actually in the bathroom at the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas, where I noticed the perfect right-angle bracket that was holding up the courtesy screen to the wall by the urinal. Yeah. So, I'm not going to be pissing around trying to invent a frame. I'm going to just buy some of those brackets if I can find them. Yes, unfortunately I did not have a screwdriver handy with me to remove them from the aforementioned bathroom. So they're still there, don't worry Cosmo. And let's see what we can find on Amazon or down the shop at Ace. No urinals were harmed during the filming of this video. Stage one, pop rivets, rivet nuts in the frame, because some smart arse obviously put wiring down here, so we can't go through the frame. So these are perfect. If you haven't seen these before, they're a brilliant solution. There's plenty of other videos of mine showing how to put them in. I'll see if I can put a link in the description to one of those. Anyway, that's how we're going to bolt on our bracket, which then the seat frame will fit to. Obviously, I had to drill some holes to put them in, and how did I manage to do that without destroying the wiring? Well, the answer is very carefully. Next up, we have a 1.5 inch aluminum angle, and plenty of it, which I'm going to fit to the outside of the seat frame. Keep it all nice and tidy, and that'll involve, you see there's a little bump there, that'll involve flattening that down, so a little bit of grinding, and with whatever's left over I can build my own little mini Cybertruck. Here's one I made earlier, just needs some wheels. Okay, all chopped up and ready to go, and that's all smoothed down as much as it needs to be. So this will now fit nicely, not like that, like that. Lovely. Job done. And while we've got Mr. Kawasaki out, it would be rude not to get on with removing these tabs. So luckily what happened was I knelt on this and it all collapsed, which is perfect because that puts this arse end up in the air and we can get to that hopefully cleanly. Okay, several minutes later, very carefully grinding off those tabs. That's what we're left with. I went further than I thought I was going to actually. I got overconfident. No, just confident. So that's that. Now time for a little bit of Bondo, I believe. Yes, the joys of paint preparation. Sprayed that up red, obviously. Rude not to. Gonna leave these aluminum. Time to start putting this together. Coming along nicely. Now bolted the aluminum to the aluminum. Yes, the L shape to the original existing R6 frame. Next up, I think what I'm going to do is put another crossbar across the top here. Obviously we've got that in place there already, but I'm just going to put one from here to here, just strengthen the form somewhat. And for that I'm going to use some of that box section that I originally bought for the rear end of the seat to lift it up. Just needs a little trim, and then we can bolt that in place too. Okay, a little bit like that. So what I'm going to do here is, because obviously we've got to bolt this to the bottom of the seat, which will involve going through the seat, so we're going to be using some countersunk bolts so that they fit flush with the top of the seat. So what I'm going to do is use these two holes here as the front ones for the seat as well. So we're going to need some extra long countersunk bolts for that. Usual chopstick trick through the box to mark the holes, and we're going to be using our drill pad. Yes, mouse pad, drill pad. Best use I could find for my iPad. Just so happens I had a couple of countersunk 6mm bolts kicking around. That's a miracle, isn't it? Yeah. So they're even the right length, because by the time you put the seat in there as well, obviously this side, yeah, we've got just enough. So there you have the basic kind of framework. Now I guess we need to work on the hinge itself on the frame over there, and sort out the seat. But there it is, roughly in position. You get the general idea. One hinging seat frame thing, and there it is, bolted at the front at least to the seat with our countersunk. Yeah, there we go. Just got to do the bracket, hinge bracket to hold it on. Yeah, it's Bondo time. Not a bad first layer, even if I do say so myself. I think I got the hard nut about right this time. It was all a little bit goopy, but that helped me get a reasonably good surface on it, which all helps save a lot of time and effort in sanding time. Get it? Time and effort? Yeah. And that's how it's going to look with the tank in place. Yeah, not bad. Good fit, good angle. Just got to fit it. And of course, as mentioned before, we have to chop the seat pad itself. Now we've shortened that seat base, and that's probably going to involve some kind of knife. I've used a bread knife in the past to cut through such things. Not sure what that's going to look like once it's cut, but we'll probably have to cover it, which I didn't really want to have to do. 1/2 inch brackets, too low on the bottom setting, too high on the top. Looks like we need an inch bracket instead. Meanwhile, we have our brace for going across the frame. It's a little bit long, and the holes are a little bit short, so we'll just mark up where we need that hole, cut a bit off and round it up nicely. Good job I bought a pack of 4 of these, because that's the 3rd attempt, and that's now okay. Melted a couple of drill bits doing that. We've got 1 spare if we need it. Meantime, we have cut our rod, and that's how that's going to work. So the bracket is going to go in between here and here on the inside. So we're going to bolt it to that. Somewhere in the middle, like that. So plenty more opportunities to drill holes in the wrong places. So I'll try and get all that sorted for next time, which means you need to subscribe down here so you catch the results. Yeah, and of course if you thought the video was any good, give it a thumbs up. And as usual, Encourage others to watch my lunacy.